Hello one and all, and welcome back to more Let's Plays, guys, of Arcadia. In the last part, I said I was going to go on a great expedition to try and find stuff. And, well, I certainly feel as if I found some stuff. Quite frankly, you probably just saw all of it. I spent a great deal of time just kind of flying in circles, and while I did find some stuff here and or there, I can't really say I feel too terribly confident or successful with what I tried to do. I found a big number of stuff, I surely did, but man, there is still just so much stuff that I haven't found, and I just kept flying and flying and flying and flying, and I didn't find anything. It's just, I feel like there's something I'm very much missing. I might very well actually have to just constantly go back and forth to Sailor's Island over and over again, look at the very specific thing that it's telling me to do, and then go there and try to go to as specific a location as I possibly can. But even then, some of those things are incredibly vague. I digress. The good news is I did find a couple of other things. So, for example, I found Ichthys Island. I stood foot in here for a little bit to see if there was anybody inside of it. There was. I didn't actually do anything other than that. As you can hear, there's even a cham somewhere around here. This looks like some kind of power source, I think. Who am I kidding? I have no idea what this thing does. Vice will give no, indication. He won't try to make you think that he knows something that he doesn't. Some sort of pot? What exactly is this thing anyway? I'm just trying to find myself a cham, my dude. A cham. Excuse me, I'll talk to you in just a moment. Oh, hang on. It's really adamant around here. Hello? Where are you keeping your cham? This strange little object looks like it's the heart of all the machinery in this room. I wonder what it's used for. There's so many things in here that are so new to me. And I probably shouldn't touch anything. That's something that a lot of people would say. Ha-ta! There we go. There's the cham. My goodness. All right, so hi there. Who the hell are you? Well, I never expected to get visitors way out here. My name is Ichthys. Ichthys? I have come to this island to further my studies on various medicines. You're on this island alone to study? You're quite strange. That's definitely the best possible thing you could say to somebody for the first time. That is the first thing you've ever said to this person. That is just rude. Yeah, you're probably right. I've been called strange ever since I was a child. Then again, I did some weird stuff, but I don't want to talk about that to a stranger. I was always asking questions. Why does water float when it freezes? Why is the sky blue? But that calls to mind another question. What brings you to this island anyway? The lulz, mostly. I just kind of found you on my expedition and thought I'd figure out what's up. Nothing really, just sort of exploding. Would you like to join my crew? Actually, I'd like to ask you to join my crew. We're in need of a doctor. Well, I'm no doctor. I'm a chemist. I study medicines and such. I'm very happy that you would like to take me along, but I'm sorry, I cannot travel with you. Okay, well, what happens if I say the other thing? You said your name was Vice, correct? Ah, yes. What is it you wanted to talk about? What if I say this? Nothing really. We were just exploring and decided to see what was on this island. Ah, I've been living on this island for nearly 10 years now, and you're the first visitors I've ever had. I have nothing to offer, but you're free to come visit anytime you wish. It's nice to hear another voice every once in a while. Okay, well, obviously you're recruitable in some capacity. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm kind of irritated about the fact that I can't just... I did all of that flying around. I did all of these things. I finally find something, and apparently this is something that I'm not allowed to do. That is very frustrating. All right, well, I guess that's just what it is. Sigh. I'm sure at some point in the future I will have met whatever, I guess, flag event is necessary to be able to get you to join. It's just very much not this day. How annoying that be. All right, then other thing I discovered would be the... I believe... No, I definitely wouldn't be able to go there through just going north of here. I need to head east a fair bit first. Luckily, on the upper layer of the sky, random encounters are basically just something that doesn't even exist. That actually reminds me of something. Hang on a second. Don't I actually have, like... I do! I have new sword! I also took off my pirate's hat so I could lower the random encounters when I was flying in other places that wasn't the top of this thing. Now, where's my captain's hat? There we go. Give me all my stats back, yo. Thank you very much. Once I'm back in the habit of exploring and looking for stuff, I'll be sure to swap it back out. But until then, I'm pretty confident being able to hit harder. Alright, so that's the wrong button, as you could obviously tell. It's looking a lot like I won't be able to actually... Well, no, actually, hang on. As long as I'm high up enough, I should be able to just fly straight this way, and I can get to this second thing. It's just gonna take a little bit. So, as I'm going to be flying, and not even getting into random encounters in the process, I suppose now's as good a time as any to show you guys a thing I found. Apparently, on the Sega Dreamcast version of this game, if you took the disc and put it into a CD player, you'd get a special message. And obviously you can't do that with a GameCube because, I mean, I guess maybe some people might be too young to even know this about GameCube discs, which is depressing to me in ways I can't even begin to tell you. But they're really small and can't go into anything other than a GameCube. But yeah, actually, if you put the Dreamcast disc in a CD player, Vice, Ica, and Fina actually talk to you about what you just did. So, how about you take a listen to it?
Hey, wait a minute! What do you think you're doing? This is a Dreamcast disc.
There is game data on track 1, so please don't use this disc in a normal CD player.
We can't save the world from a CD player, so just put us back in a Dreamcast so we can do our job.
In retrospect, not knowing precisely how long of a message it was, probably wasn't the greatest tactic on my end. It's all too possible that just maybe, I left you guys in silence for a little bit there, but I'm gonna say that I probably did fine enough. Okay, so it's right around yonder. Now it's actually a little bit further east. Might see it over the horizon. Ah, that looks like it could be it. There we go. It's like a floating forest. I'm not 100% sure what exactly is in here, but it's apparently the Hamacho Island. So that's kind of neat. But yeah, isn't it kind of neat to actually hear the characters talk in long, full sentences like that? I thought it was really cool. It's also funny that they get kind of upset with you. Like, why did you put this in a CD player? What possible purpose could there have been for that? Anyway, there appears to be another cham. Oh, hang on. Oh, hello. Chirp! Chirp, chirp! Chirp, chirp, chirp! Chirp, chirp, chirpy, chirp! Chirp, chirp! Chirp, chirp! Alright, that was a thing. I was kind of trying to... There we go. I wasn't really trying to talk to the birds. Vice, you want to maybe offer some kind of context as to what's going on here? You think there's any chance whatsoever of this larger bird, perhaps, speaking English? Chirpy, chirp, chirp. Chirpy, chirp. Oh, sweet merciful heavens, why? Be quiet, Chirp. What do you want, Chirp? Whoa, who is this old guy? I'm the Hamacho Hermit, Chirp. I am a friend and caretaker, Chirp. This is our private paradise, Chirp. You're invading our privacy, Chirp. You're really starting to bother me, Chirp. If you don't leave soon, I'll have to spread bad rumors about you, Chirp. What will I ask about, Chirp? The way I fight my treasure huntings? Sure. Okay, Chirp, I'll tell everybody about the way you fight. You better hope you've been brave. First off, the number of times you've, Chirp, engaged in battles would be 434 times. Honestly, I felt like that might have been a little higher. Well, that's average, Chirp. You can hang with the rest of them. On top of that, you defeated 1630 enemies, Chirp. And the number of times you've run away from battle, Chirp, should be 0. Chirpity Chirp, you've never run away from a battle, Chirp. You're either really slow or really brave, Chirp. Lastly, the number of times that any of you have been knocked unconscious during a battle would be... Oh, that can't be good. You, 2 times. Ica, 9 times. Fina, 11 times. Yeah, that sounds about right. Drachma, 2 times. Enrique, 3 times. Sorry, I was confused. I thought Gilder would come under after Drachma. I was like, wait, Enrique's never been passed out? That doesn't make any sense. Well, I guess that's about average, Chirp. Not too bad, Chirp. Well, there you have it. Is there anything else that you wanted to ask me about, Chirp? I think you could... The idea here is that he'll spread rumors about me and change my title? If you don't want to ask me anything, that's alright, Chirp. That just means I can go back to taking care of my Hamachoas, Chirp. I wish I was born as a hamachow. That's why I wear this bird outfit. Chirp. Alright, you incredible weirdo. Doesn't really seem to have actually done anything. I suppose it's possible that it needs to kind of wait before that's a thing, but, alright. Not 100% sure if that was exactly the best and greatest use of my time, if I'm being real, but, well, we can at least say with complete certainty that we experienced the hell out of whatever that was. Okay, so next thing on the agenda is actually an old, you know, quotation marks, friend. You guys remember Pistali? That, you know, the Angel of Death wants to kill air pirates and all that jazz? We got a black spot from her, like, eons ago, and we haven't really been able to bump into her. I'm relatively certain I found her boat, so I guess, you know, now's as good a time as any. It's essentially a bounty mission, so, you know, I to the best of my knowledge, I mean, I tried so hard to find with that guy who was apparently hanging out outside of the lands of ice. I flew above, I flew below, I flew in the middle, I flew and flew and flew so much. I only fell short of actively looking up where specifically he's supposed to be. I can only guess that maybe it's just not there yet. I find that to be unlikely, but there you go. Also, hi. Ah, there we go. I found a jellyfish. I would suggest not putting it on your toast, however. That is my personal recommendation. Of course, I also can't tell you how to live your life, so, you know, do as you so choose. I'm just not entirely sure if jellyfish are even edible, honestly. I never had to think about it. I suppose part of it might be, at least. I mean, if a jellyfish is dead, do its stingers still sting? I mean, imagine if they're full of toxins and stuff, then that would make sense, no? Who's to say? Regardless, let's see. If I make a mad swoop downward... Yeah, I think this is the ship. I think this is hers. The fact that we're going into what appears to be a cutscene would prove me correct. Hello, how you doing? Been a while. I've been waiting for you, Vice. I assume that you remember me. You are a phenomenally memorable person. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anybody that looks quite like you. Well, actually, I was thinking about this after I found her ship, or at least what I thought was her ship, and I was proven right. I realized that she kind of looks like if Lenoa from King of Fighters and Wyshni from Ruby kind of got stuck in a Hadron Collider and fused together. Maybe they did the Potara. I don't know, but that's the kind of feeling that I've been getting from her this whole time. So, I mean, there's that, but it's still a very unique look. I can't account for the scythe, though. Neither of those characters have one of those, although one of them knows somebody who does, but that's besides the point. Anyway, I am Pistol. I am the hunter of air pirates. I am the angel of death. I have come to deliver death unto you. This very place shall become your grave. You call us out here and then you start spouting all this nonsense? You have problems, lady. Yeah, kind of an understatement there. So we beat you once. Who cares? Just give it a rest already, will you? Why are you being so persistent? You speak as if my search for you has been a recent phenomenon, oh red-headed one. These past 7 years, I've been searching the world for you, looking for any trace of your passing I could find, Vice. Okay, let's assume that all of the characters here are 18. You've been looking for Vice ever since he was at least 11 years old? The hell did he do to you to make that a thing? Also, I can't help but feel like you're probably of the same general age. Eh? What are you talking about? I have no other words for you. Today I will have my revenge. On guard, Vice!
On guard!
You already said that part. Generally, you don't say on guard twice in rapid succession, but... who am I to argue with a woman who has an incredibly large scythe? Also, I kind of forgot about the whole death dog thing. Alright, that's something I'm gonna have to deal with. I'll probably deal with it first. That might be a good idea. If I remember correctly, you're the first person I went up against who had an instant kill spell. So let's just make sure that that's not a thing. And I've got more than enough items for it. Might as well, you know, try to boost myself up a wee bit. And obviously just bust out the Justice Shield too. Whatever it is this lady's got, we'll be able to probably shrug off. Of course, I am kind of banking on the idea that she won't be that strong because... Okay, well, that's a good sign. Because it's been so long since we fought her. I mean, it's been so long since I got the thing telling me that she was going to attack me. That was a good sign.
Let's try this.
That I feel like maybe she could be under-leveled. I'm not sure how this game actually approaches scaling. It could be a wide variety of things. Alright, luckily they're both busting out magic spells. You have accomplished nothing this day, you fool. Alrighty, then we'll just keep on keeping on for the time being. We literally just learned that that was an incredibly good idea to use the Delta Shield. Let's keep on doing that. Oh, also, something else that happened while I was doing all of that stuff I was doing. It would be Fina mastering the final red moon spell. So she's mastered 3 of the colors so far. It's really rather impressive. I feel like she's probably going to be the one to master them all first. And counter hit! Haha! What are you going to do about that? Nothing, because I'm going to hit your dog. Wow! Alright, I didn't do too much damage to her, but I'm tearing through that dog pretty easily. My goodness. I almost feel bad, but you're actively trying to murder me, and I can only assume you trained this creature to murder people, so... Alright, well, I guess there are worse uses for your time, but I'm gonna probably just go ahead and say that's not the greatest. Anyway, we'll just keep on doing what we're doing, I guess. I think I actually will continue to use Glyphs of Might. Even if the other characters aren't going to be using their physical attacks, it does also heighten their defense, so that's obviously never a bad idea. Especially someone like Fina, who's going to get smacked around so much. She busts out some super move or something. Justice Shield and a boost to it should probably help. Okay, hang on. Oh, speak of the devil. All right. So, Justice Shield was definitely a good idea. That cut it out. I'm pretty sure Fina would have just outright straight up died if she didn't have that. Yeah, let's go ahead and buff up them defensive stats a wee bit. And also, let's potentially just straight up end this dude. Take care of the thing that heals you up. Wow, that was almost 5,000. God damn. All right, well, that's problem solved pretty quick. Okay, let's ho-hum. Just trying to think about the best way to go about it. I was wondering if it was at all practical to try and save up to get like a super duper move. I'm gonna be honest, probably not. I'd like it to be, but it doesn't seem so. We'll just keep on using all of our shields. I feel as if the game almost wants you to constantly do this. But, there you go. Oh, there it is! Good use of my time. Yeah, no instant kills today, I'm afraid.
Let's try this.
And as a matter of fact, let's just quickly undo everything that you did. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Now let's see how much damage this does to you. I slap you about. Slappy, slappy, crappy dappy. All right. So it looks to me as if I can very much definitely defeat you. It's just going to take a long time. So that's a thing. Huh. All right. So far, it doesn't seem as if this lady's really had any new tricks to her by any stretch. So, if she does do something super interesting, then I'll be sure to let you guys know. But as is, healing salve's actually probably a good idea too. I'll let you guys know if she does anything new or super interesting, but if it's just gonna otherwise, like, take me 10 minutes or so to be able to actually finish her off, and it's really just gonna be me doing this over and over again. So, probably best to speed things up. Man, this lady was absolutely obsessed with attacking Aika. My goodness, almost every attack she did was aimed at her the entire time. I know that's kind of a running theme with the enemies in this game, but still, I don't know, for some reason it felt extra vindictive in this particular instance. I believe that will end things. Oh, wait, no, she appears to have spent, was that a, okay, she didn't attack, so I guess she was guarding. I guess that would explain that. Okay, then, well, we'll definitely finish you off now, I suppose. I'm probably going to be stupid for doing this, but, oh, never mind. For whatever reason, Vice is attacking first. He almost never does that, but all right. I shan't pay for my hubris this day. Well, considering we beat you the first time, I mean, the possibility definitely had to have existed in your mind at some point. Like, let's be real here. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but is Aika the only character who doesn't have, like, maximum fire magic? Yeah, that is in fact exactly what it is. All right, maybe I should switch those around at some point. Also, hey, why? Why is it that I finally fight the man I've been searching for all these years and yet I cannot win? Hey, okay, seriously, what are you talking about? Yeah, what exactly were you talking about when you said that you've been chasing us for 7 years? That's a really long time, you know? Silence! You can never understand my pain, and I choose to not even give you the opportunity to attempt to do so. Remember this, Vice. I swear that someday I will defeat you. Don't think you can escape your fate. I shall never forgive you. Okay. If and you say so. I'm guessing we're probably going to be running into her again. Let's see, how far away is Sailor's Island? It's right over yonder. Alright, well, I've got some stuff I can turn in. I could also definitely could use some items. And there's the slight possibility of the weapon shop maybe having better stuff for somebody. That'd be a nice change of pace. So, might as well do all that. Also, it's possible that I was able to take so long to fight Pistal a second time that I might be able to already be able to fight her a third. If that's even a slight possibility of that, I gotta know. To think that Vice the Hero would ever come to this guild. It's a true honor, sir. I have been here multiple times, but okay. Here you go, your reward for your work. I've heard quite a bit about you lately. Keep up the good work, I'm counting on you. Received 8,000 gold for defeating the Ixodus demons. That is not nearly enough for that fight. Oh my god, that was nowhere close to enough money for that. I should have gotten so much more. My god. Alright, well, I did manage to find myself a fairly large amount of stuff. Also, yeah, the guide stones and sky coral are very, like, worth basically nothing. So, yeah, those were definitely things I was supposed to find at the probably earliest possible time. But I did find all this other stuff. I'm not exactly hurting or in need for money, but, I mean, it's still free money, you know? If only the islands that we have our base on could have, like, more upgrades or something. Let me take a quick look at that wanted list again. Also, hello? Lord Zilvenbane, the supposed leader of an infamous clan of bandits. Nothing is known about his true identity. Nobody knows where he's from. Little is known about his fighting tactics other than his use of explosive powder. Avoid this attack at all costs. Cool. That one didn't even give me the slightest idea where I would find them. That's not great. Okay, I got a question. Why is Vise the Legend worth so much more than the Ixodus demons? I guess maybe because they were aping our name the whole time? Because I gotta be honest with you, they were not anywhere close to as difficult as these ladies. My god. According to reports from Vice the Blue Rogues, the men who were thought to have been kidnapped did in fact go of their own volition. The triplets have, however, agreed to not cause any more trouble, but will not give up their search for handsome men. Good for them on that front, I guess. Alright, well, that's all there is to it. Oh, wait just a minute, I almost forgot here. This came addressed to you. Black Spot, Black Spot. It's a message from the Angel of Death. Sounds like you're in trouble. Better watch your back out there. In every port of any size, you'll always find a branch office of the Sailors Guild. I suggest you pay a visit. Apparently run by your many twin brothers. Strange, that. Very strange indeed. Alright then. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't just go fight her again. I can't imagine her being that much more powerful. Anyway, howdy doody there. Oh, it's you. I've been waiting to meet you for the longest time. We've met several times before. Never met a true hero before. I didn't even know you'd be so handsome. Yeah, except we've definitely met before. You just didn't think anything of me at the time. Anyway, restore all HP and okay, hang on. I've got more than enough money to just absolutely go absurd with this. So yeah, let's just buy so many of those. If I'm being entirely honest with you, I kind of prefer item versions of magic spells because I can use Delta Shield all I want. And because if I try to cast the magic version, it bounces off. Unless it's an item, in which case it works just fine. All right, I mean, apparently I've got enough money that I really don't even need to care. So there you go. We're completely solid on that one. These things barely cost anything whatsoever, so might as well grab as many of them as I possibly can. Definitely doesn't hurt to be able to cure just about anything. That's worthless to me. Revive an ally at full HP with 100% certainty. Well, don't mind if I do. There we go. Don't want to go too crazy. Although I do want more Glyphs of Might. I very much want more of those. Thank you very much. I'll also be taking myself a good number of them Glyphs of Speed, because they just straight up give everybody the stat boost. It's not even one at a time. Healing Salve. I do have a spell that can boost everybody's attack at once now, but it still takes a bit. And apparently I can buy Choms. Why would I want to buy Choms? You confuse me deeply and emotionally. I cannot stress that enough. Thank you for stopping by. I'll be looking forward to your next visit. Yeah, I bet you will. All right, well, seeing as how you have full heal items and what have ye, I'd say the odds of the fool inside this place having something new is pretty good. Hello, you have any weapons? Vice the hero! Stories of your exploits have reached far and wide. It's an honor to actually meet you in person. We've met several times before. I find it very insulting, the fact that only now do people seem to remember that I existed. Hello. A double-bladed boomerang with an unpredictable flight path that can induce confusion enemies. Alright, that's fine by me. It's a straight-up improvement in every shape, way, and form, so I'm good with it. Interesting that apparently I can buy a new weapon for Drachma and Gilder. Don't know why. Do they rejoin at some point? I honestly don't know. But Vengeance Armor. Let's see. That is a substantial boost. I mean, well, first of all, it's a good idea for Enrique. Obviously. It's gonna lower my attack a little bit, but defense is always something worth doing something with. And yeah, no, that's just straight up improvements too. Ica takes Nofina takes a couple hit to her hit and dodge, which is unfortunate, but honestly, her accuracy has never really been that important, and it's not like she's been really dodging that much. I suppose she actually has dodged a fair bit, but not by enough. Also, hello. That's a straight up improvement for Enrique. A couple downs, but the ups definitely take over. Yeah, I'm going with that. Thank you very much. It would also probably be good for the others, but that's a huge loot loss for Vice. I'm kind of happy with Ica having such decent hit and dodge. I'll stick with that for what it is. And that's old stuff we don't got to worry about. Alrighty then. Thanks, come again. Make sure to check back now and then to see what new weapons and armor I've got. Yes, yes, yes. It just took me forever to actually think to bother to do it. Also, Wayne, you really have nothing else going on in your life, do you, dude? Alright. I mean, I guess I can't judge him, you know, openly. But, you know, I can think it real hard and loud, I can tell you that much. Alright then, so considering I found her in the exact same place I think I found her the first time, you think it's safe to assume she's just chilling out over in the general northwest from here? We're about to find out. I've spun too much. There we go, we'll just head this way. Is that you? No, you're someone else entirely. Nope, 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 we ain't dealing with that. No, I have much bigger fish to fry. Yeah, no, she was much further westular. That could be her. I guess we're going to have to wait a bit. In retrospect, perhaps I should have actually gone to an inn. That might have been a good idea before I decided to attack a potentially powerful foe again. Oh well, what you gonna do? Although there's Ica's new boomerang. That looks pretty nifty. I mean, it's pretty nifty, cool, and great. go. And yes, I still haven't changed them off of the fire one yet. My goodness. Okay, because I really am invested in seeing... Oh, okay, well, hang on a second. How are... That's the wrong button, stupid. How are everybody's HP stats going? We actually ended it pretty fine. Only lacking a little tiny bit of stuff. That's no big deal. No, you're also somebody unrelated to Pistol. Definitely don't want to deal with any of that. How about you? That looks like it could be a blue sail. It certainly is. All right, then. Very kind of her to just kind of politely wait here for me to run into her rather than for her to pursue me. Vice, today is the day that I take your life. I know I tried earlier today by, you know, a couple hours ago, and I failed, but this time will be different. Hey, now you just wait a second there. Am I telling us exactly why you hate Vice so much? I despise all air pirates. That is why I became a hunter of your despicable people. It all started 7 years ago, when my family was brutally murdered by air pirates. All right, well, fair enough, that is absolutely horrible and everything, but I'm struck wondering why exactly you're willing to tell us now when mere moments ago you had no interest in telling us your backstory. I suppose I shouldn't complain, it's nice to have some context. And that is where I saw you, Vice, among the air pirate scum that took my family from me. Well, that seems unlikely. Huh? You've got to be mistaken. We're blue rogues. We never do something like that. Silence! Blue, black, you're all the same. You all deserve to die. My only purpose in life since then has been to deliver justice unto the air pirates that destroyed my life. Vice, it is time for me to have my revenge. Have at you!
On guard.
Well, at least she learned to not repeat herself. So, I mean, there's some character development going on. That's always nice. Okay.
I will avenge my father.
All right, well, I mean, that's good motivation. But again, considering just the timetable of events, really make it seem like that's just not something that's possible. Like, at all. And no matter what, Vice had to have been a kid 7 years ago. At least roughly, thereabouts. I sincerely doubt he was the one personally responsible for killing your dad. I mean, I guess I could be wrong. I just feel like I'm probably not.
On guard.
And she's making a beeline! She is going straight out the gate. And she busted out a new part of her combo. That's neat. Nice job. And, oh! The dog has attempted to take a bite out of crime. But the crime itself, it was never committed. So, yeah. Alright then, we'll just speed ourselves up a wee bit. Make sure we can actually do our thing before they can do their thing. And I blade beam the dog. Still doing a lot of damage. Oh, counter hit. Ow. Rude. Rude, crude, and all sorts of bad jujus. Alright. Delta shield. My brain kinda escaped from me for half a second there. I could heal Vice. It's probably the smarter option. But if I boost up his defenses a wee bit, maybe it won't matter. Also, it's possible that they end up just doing magic attacks this whole turn. Yeah, you're already busting out the instant kill. Aiming for Fina, too. Oh! Or apparently you've upgraded your instant kill magic to go for the entire team all at once. Alright, yeah, so Delta Shield is something I'm not even going to pretend to not use for a turn. My goodness. I see your poison attack has also been upgraded somewhat. My goodness. That is a bit of an issue. Okay. Well, don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm just going to slowly but surely just kind of buff everybody up a little bit. Use any turns Fina isn't spending healing on... Well, it's still technically healing, honestly. There we go. Whoa, deluge.
Take this.
All right, well, that was a new one. All right, not bad, not bad. Not good enough to stop my blade beams. Ow. But, you know, still pretty impressive. And, all right, you just go ahead and do that. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work at all.
Let's try this.
We're gonna bust out the healing salve. There you go. That regen is always a good thing. It adds up over time. Alrighty, but that being said, I dare say that I would like to probably heal everybody up now. Because everybody took one heck of a whooping there. Let's see, I should have, like, an absurd amount of them. Yeah, I have the maximum amount, as it turns out. We'll just give everybody up their shields a wee bit again. No problems. Get all the shields. It'd be nice if we could heal before she could do her thing. All right, so that's not gonna happen. That is unfortunate. Was not 100% sure who exactly was going to be attacking in that situation. It was zoomed in on Vice, but Fino was also facing the same direction and right behind him. Could have just been an awkward camera angle for all we know. He's going in! He's going in like a crazy man! My goodness! Alright then. We should be A-O-K-O for the time of B&O. So we'll just keep on doing that. And I'm more than okay with boosting up some defenses to the characters who might need it a little bit more. Never hurts to take less damage in general. That's gonna be my general philosophy on the whole thing. Busting out the instant kill yet again. Yep, definitely feeling good about not letting that be a thing. Ba-ba-ba-bow. The attack boost, not so helpful. The defense boost could be the difference between life and death. And Blade Beam. There we go. We'll be able to take out the doggo in the next turno, unless Aika's about to counter hit. She did not. That's unfortunate. Would have been awesome. Would have been cool. Would have been great. Oh well. And also, yes, for the record, part of me is actually trying to build up enough stuff for a super move just to see how much damage it does. I'm very curious. Anyway, Glyph of Might. We'll give that to Aika. Enrique has pretty decent defense as is. Don't need to worry too much about that. It's really mostly Aika and Fina that I want the defenses to be better on. Because those poor gals, they do not take hits very well. Plus, I suppose it would make for a half-decent Hail Mary. In retrospect, wouldn't using the super move eat up everybody's turn, and therefore open me up to whatever it is they do on their next one? That actually sounds like a bad idea. I really want to go for it, but it's a little too impractical for me to really be able to do. That's unfortunate and lame and sad and awful. All right, then, fair enough, universe. I shall hold off today, but know that I'm not happy about what I've had to do. I want that to be very clear. All right, just heal everybody up a little bit. We'll see how much damage we do. Considering I had to speed up the last fight, I'm probably gonna have to speed up this one too. Also, other than her general abilities just being kind of supercharged and multi-hitting, it doesn't really seem like there's that much difference. So that's not too big of a problem. I have a pretty good handle on everything right now. So we'll just do that. And yeah, we could beat her. It's just definitely going to take a bit of time. All right, fair enough, fair and dandy. All that good stuff, I suppose. Just kind of gotta keep busting out the shields. I guess I'll do what I did last time and give Fina the ability to just kind of buff up literally anybody she has the chance to. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit, but victory is inevitable. Although, admittedly, it was always probably going to be that. You get my point. I'm just trying to be boastful, which is, you'd think I wouldn't do that, but, you know, there you go. I feel like if she had some other super duper ultra amazing move that could defeat us all in one go, she would have used it by now. So that's gonna be my assumption. There we go. 250 HP a turn. Not bad. Yep. All right. Well, how about you guys get to see this in not fast motion one more time? Gotta be real. It reminds me a lot of a Legend of Dragoon Edition technique. I Let's Played that game a long time ago. It's actually my favorite game ever. So, you know, if that's something you never watched, you might want to consider it. Oh, it's an RPG. It's really good. Anyway, I suppose that's enough advertising for stuff of the past. It's time for me to focus on the future, which is to spend the next 10 to 15 minutes just kind of doing what I've been doing this whole time. So I gotta give the gal credit where it's due. Every time we fight her, she does get better. Her attacks do hit harder. Her spells are multi-hit for like the entire party. She comes up with at least a new move. She also, you know, adds to her already normal special move. Really, she's doing just about everything a recurring boss could ever hope to want to ever accomplish other than their goals. But I meant more in the sort of meta sense. As far as like a recurring RPG boss, she's doing everything right. But still, much like those before her, is not gonna do so much, you know? Also, her steadfast reliance on that ability after I've gained the ability to completely nullify it is really not doing herself any favors. You really might want to consider souping up your demon dog a little bit, because that's really where the whole thing falls apart. I'm able to take it out so quickly, and you kind of bank on it to heal you and, you know, do status ailments and buffs and stuff. Yeah.
We did it!
Not your greatest strategy in the world. Either way, bada bop, bada beep, level ups for everybody. No spirits, but, you know, got everything else. Also, Fina's about to get her next yellow level spell. I don't think it's the final one, though. Father, am I doomed to never win? To never avenge your death? You gonna give us a little bit more context on that, or just all tell me? Tell me what happened to you 7 years ago. I want to know. I need to know what you think why you think I killed your family. That's a really big accusation, and I don't remember doing that. Was it Vise? It shouldn't have been, but was it? It would make no sense timeline-wise, but was it? Very well. Perhaps it will help jog your memory as well. 7 years ago, I was a young girl of 10 years. Then... okay. You think maybe everybody is that age? I mean, it would be incredibly convenient. Vice and Ica, fine, that would make sense, but Fina also being the exact same age would be very surprising. But then it would be her, that's a hell of a coinky dink, ain't it? My father was a soldier in the Valen Armada. My entire family lived aboard his ship as we sailed the Valen skies together. Oh dang, we're getting flashbacks? That's handy. One night I was awakened by a loud explosion and rumbling. I rushed to the deck and found nothing but a sea of flames. But I could see through the flames that an air pirate ship was fast approaching. The rest of my family was on the bridge of our ship, but the flames were too strong. I couldn't get through to them. My father used to always tell me that in situations like this, to save myself first. I was so worried about my father and my baby sister, but instead I rushed to the room where we kept the lifeboats. That is a younger Ica. Hello. That's where I ran into an air pirate. A red-haired air pirate girl. Wait a second, that was you? Oh, okay, so this was at least an event that took place. Ica seems to remember. Yes, it was I. And for whatever reason, even though you were invading our ship, I found you unarmed. I reacted as the soldier my father had raised me to be. And to attempt to murder somebody who is unarmed? Okay. Without a second thought, I drew my knife. I threw it with the intention to kill. Oh, dang! That's how Vice got it? Oh, now is not the time to think that's adorable, but that is. But my knife missed its mark. It's because you, Vice, jumped in the way to protect her. And my knife struck your cheek. Yes, that scar on your cheek is from the knife that I threw. I gotta be entirely real with y'all. I'm not 100% sure why neither of you remember this. I mean, I guess she's older now and everything, but how many girls with blue and silver hair have you met? And while you were both still disoriented, I made away on a lifeboat and left you to burn on the ship that you destroyed. So basically, you ran across two unarmed children, attempted to murder one of them. One of them stopped you from being able to do that. And so you've sworn a life vendetta against the guy who pushed the person you were trying to murder out of the way? I mean, okay, I get it. Like, well, first of all, this doesn't sound like something the Albatross would have done, the people on there. So I feel like there's more to the story than that. But even if that was all the context you got, that seems a little weird. I guess just because it was the only 2 members of the crew that you saw? I later learned that the flagship Aquila did not sink, and that they found my father's corpse. The doctors say it was not the fire that had killed him, but a sword wound. I also heard that my sister was alive, but I have no idea where she is now. What do you want to bet it's the girl that's on Doc's ship with the bird? I don't remember her name. Was it Maria? Because if that is your long-lost sister, I happen to know exactly where she is. You're actually a hilariously short distance away from her. I could reunite you, if that is the case. As when I swore that I would have vengeance on the air pirates that destroyed my life. That is when I became a hunter of air pirates. Where did you get the scythe, and how did you learn to use it? Seemed like throwing knives were your thing. Then again, that is your long-distance attack, so I guess that still counts. Now do you understand, Vice? Now do you understand why I hate you so? Not entirely. I mean, I guess I could sort of understand that if you really legitimately thought that he was on the same ship that attacked and ultimately, you know, the place that killed your dad. I get that. But from your perspective, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Pistal, I hate to tell you this, but you've got a few things mixed up. We weren't the ones that attacked you. We just happened to be in the area when we saw that your ship was in trouble. We boarded your ship to try and help. How dare you? You think your lies will fool me? I remember that incident too. I remember everything that happened. Now, at least. When we were getting prepared, I just figured it was a rescue mission. I was careless and didn't think I would need my weapons. And because of me, because of my stupidity, Vice got hurt. Well, because of my carelessness. Micah. I sincerely doubt he blames you. Pistal, you've got to believe me. We weren't the ones who attacked your ship. I would never lie about that day. Not after what happened to Vice. I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if I did. Is that all you have to say? Pistal. Vice, I will come for you one last time. And then I will put everything on the line. I will put an end to this cat and mouse game. Understood. Just call me at the Sailors Guild like always. A very cordial way of going about trying to assassinate us, I must say. Okay. Part of me feels like it's unlikely that we'll be able to get the last black spot, but I feel like I should really probably try and see just to be on the safe side. I'm gonna head over there and see if I can. If I can get it, then you'll see me back here talking to Pistal again. If not, then I'll probably head to where the story is going to continue. I found exactly where it was I was supposed to go next while I was flying around. So, you'll see me in one of those two places, I suppose.